Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, click the subscribe button right down here and subscribe so that you get the latest information that's coming out and you'll be the first one to know. You'll set your notifications for that, okay? My name is Master Bart. I am an occupational therapist, a martial artist, and an entrepreneur, but I'm mostly here to give you the parenting information you need to raise the most awesome children on the planet. I was talking to some parents at the school and we were discussing children and their need to express themselves in violent behaviors, commonly known as tantrums. Tantrums don't have to be violent, but it's kind of funny whenever you think about tantrums, you think about kids flopping all over the place, So tantrums. The first thing that you really have to decide is it a tantrum or is it just the kids melting down? So realistically, a tantrum is going to be, a behavior. It's going to have a purpose to it. For example, no, you can't have lollipops. That's going to cause a tantrum. Where on the other hand, if you have the kid out all day shopping for the holidays or going to the park, things like this, that could be a meltdown, too much sensory overload, right? And so you're going to have these tantrum-like behaviors being displayed. So you really want to know, first off, is it really a tantrum the child's having or is it a meltdown? You're with the kid 24/7, I'm sure you could figure out, is it a tantrum or is it a meltdown? These are very, very easy. I'm looking at myself and I got these big rings in my glasses. So it's going to be very easy for you to find out which it is, right? So identify tantrum or sensory overload, a meltdown. It's going to make what we have to do as parents a whole lot easier, right? Both of them very common for children growing up. Why? Because children don't have the speech, they don't have the words, they don't have the way to communicate what they're feeling, right? And sometimes their feelings are really, really powerful and they don't have a way to express it. They're going to express it through their emotions. These emotions can be really, really explosive, or they could just be really, for example, they may have a behavior outburst. They might, fall on the floor flapping, or they might just get really, really sad. So they will have a large variety in their response to what's going on, okay? But it's very, very normal, very common for them to express themselves that way. And it could last for 2 minutes and go away. It could go on for 20 minutes. Usually the 20-minute one, that's kind of painful, right? I don't know, most of you guys have had, pets. I remember when I purchased my last dog, and she was so little and she was so fragile. She would cry all night long, and all night long it would cry, and you would go downstairs and you would pet it and you would make it feel comfortable. It'd be very quiet, it'd be happy. As soon as you turn around and left, it would cry again, right? Didn't want to be lonely, didn't know what to do with themselves. Kids are the same way. You have to be patient with them. You have to give them what they need, but you also have to give them that room to grow up and be independent, and that's what they're striving for anyway. Okay, so ignoring their tantrums, their meltdowns, is usually what parents do, but like I just described, it can be painful for us at times because all we want to do is comfort them, love them, and make them grow up and be, really awesome individuals, right? And so when we see them having these temper tantrums, it's kind of painful to us, right? So what are we going to do about these tantrums? Very, very simple solutions. I'm going to help you with it right now. Number one, there's something called a trigger. Children don't have outbursts for no reason at all. There's always something that's going to trigger that tantrum or trigger that meltdown. And you know what it is because you're with them 24/7. You can predict their behavior. You can predict it. So if you know every time you tell that child no, that child's going to have a tantrum, then stop telling that child no. You just have to find an alternative way to say no. So you can say something like, I could give you a banana, or I could give you these really cool grapes, but you can't have a lollipop. Well, now you gave the child options. Chances are it's going to confuse or interrupt his pattern, and it's going to allow him to make a decision without having the tantrum. Keep a diary. See what's setting these tantrum off, so you're going to find patterns of behavior, and you'll be able to interrupt the pattern before it becomes an issue. So the second thing that you can do is distract them. So distractions. So you know that going to the park is a problem. He does not have a great time when he goes to the park because the kids don't play with him, maybe, right? But you go to the park because all your friends go and all your friends' children go, and you think it's a great social thing. Distract him. So talk to him about something you did that was fun, something you did that was exciting. Get these good feeling chemicals flowing in his body. When he's feeling really good, that's when you're leaving to go to the park. He's going to show up at that park. He's going to have a different state, a different mindset, because all those good chemicals you just put into his body are going to stimulate him, trying to avoid this meltdown, this tantrum that he has. So distracting your children can be a very powerful way to avoid these temper tantrums, right? Also, you can make them succeed at things. If you give them little things that they can look back on and see they're successful with, success breeds confidence, confidence breeds independence, independence gives them the ability to avoid tantrums and meltdowns. So how do you give them easy wins? Well, in the morning, when you go into his room, you can look around the room and just say, oh, look, the Michelin Man just fell on the floor. Let's pick him up. Boom. Picks it up, puts it on his shelf. Easy win. He was successful. He saw it. He put it away. He feels good about cleaning up, right? You can have him help you with pouring milk or making a meal, anything like that. So there's a number of different ways that you could do it, but that's for another day. Today, I just wanted to let you know tantrums are predictable, meltdowns are predictable. Identify the triggers and come up with a solution. Feel free to ask me in the comments because I'm here for you and I want to help you raise awesome children. So with that said, that's tantrums. That's how to identify them. That's how to figure out your triggers for them and provide a solution for handling them. I'll see you guys next time.